What's up, y'all, and welcome to Black and Pregnant. I'm Nella, and today we're going to talk about CERCLAGE. So just to give y'all a little backstory on me, this is my fourth pregnancy. I've had 2 miscarriages, and I have an 11-year-old, and then here is baby number 2 or 4, whatever you want to call it, just to give y'all some information of why we're talking about CERCLAGE. So I had my daughter, who is 11 now, by blessing, at 25 weeks gestation. I basically, in a nutshell, was walking on the treadmill like normal, regular day, and I just was having some back pain. I'm like, dang, this is kind of like a little bit unbearable. So I went to the hospital, and y'all, I was 5 centimeters dilated. I didn't have any other symptoms, but of course when I got to the hospital, then I started having contractions, and they started giving me all these shots and preparing me for labor, and then they took me in an ambulance to another hospital, and that hospital was more equipped to handle early deliveries. So it was just a lot. I was there for 3 days. They tried to do everything they could to keep my daughter in, but she just was ready, y'all. Little Caesar's Pizza Hot and ready. She came out. She spent 93 days in NICU, and that was one of the roughest times in my entire life. So obviously I don't want to go through that anymore. So it was recommended by OBGYNs that I get a CERCLAGE. So CERCLAGE basically is when they sew your cervix up. So your cervix is like this. They put a stitch around your cervix to keep your baby from coming down the cervix preterm. That is the purpose. The thing about CERCLAGE is it's a stitch, like I mentioned, so it has to get put in and it has to also get taken out. The time period that I was given, currently I'm 14 weeks, I was given between 16 and 24 weeks of a time period of when I can get that CERCLAGE. Mind you, I still have to get it scheduled, so that shortens my time period of making a decision, because I have to take off work and I have to get scheduled and get it done and all that stuff. So I am not really interested in doing it, even though I was so mentally prepared before I was spoke to about it. So I see a regular OBGYN and I see a high-risk OBGYN just because I had my daughter early, and they basically were saying that I had her early because I have an incompetent cervix, which just means like it's just not strong enough to hold all the weight from the baby. The baby could potentially come through the cervix when it gets too much for the cervix to bear. So that's what the stitch is going to be put there for, to prevent that from happening. Now, in order to get the stitches done, I have to get an epidural in my back. I can leave the same day. It's a same day surgery type of situation. Then when I get around 36 weeks, close to time where baby's supposed to be due, then I would have to get it removed, which I'm assuming would be, again, epidural in my back and get it removed. So I'm kind of hesitant about that because I don't really want to do the epidural thing. I didn't get an epidural with my daughter, even though, you know, she was small, but still, like, labor pains are labor pains. I didn't get epidural with her. I don't really plan on having an epidural with this child, and I just don't really want to schedule 2 of those and 2 surgical procedures, which are those, to do this. So I'm just kind of in this weird space where I don't really know. Well, I know I don't want to do it, but I have to really think about what's best for me and baby, the safest and healthiest delivery, because I definitely don't want to go through that whole NICU thing again. And if that's going to prevent it, by all means, I guess that's what I have to do. They're going to monitor me between 16 and 24 weeks to see how my cervix is doing. And if there's no major changes, then if changes at all, they're going to tell me I don't really need to do it. But after that 24-week mark, I'm ineligible to get it anymore, which puts me at a risk from 25 weeks all the way to 42 weeks of potentially going into preterm labor. which obviously I'm scared about. Y'all, I don't know what to do. I've heard good stories about the CERCLAGE, and I also have heard bad stories about epidural. I've heard good stories about epidural, but I just don't really want to do it, and I'm just not really sure. So y'all can share y'all stories about CERCLAGE or your opinions about CERCLAGE in the comments below. But I'm kind of heavy on the no right now, just because I don't know enough people. I haven't heard enough about it, and that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot for me. It's a lot for anybody. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind within the next couple of weeks, but as of right now, I'm kind of like, nah, I'm good. And please forgive me today, because today is wash day, so I just threw this little bonnet on. But I'm Black and pregnant, so do what I want. I appreciate you guys for listening and watching. And shout out to all the moms, and shout out to all the pregnant women. Peace.